I thought she was just a neighbor, until I learned no one has lived in that apartment for months. I never believed in ghosts. I've always been the kind of person who laughs at horror movies and rolls my eyes at ghost stories. But what happened when I moved into my current apartment complex made me rethink everything I thought I knew about reality. I moved here about 6 months ago, into a small studio on the 3rd floor of an older brick building. It's not fancy, but it's affordable, and at first, I liked the charm. The creaky wooden floors, the vintage elevator with the sliding gate, and the warm, old-fashioned feel of the place. About 2 weeks after moving in, I noticed something strange. From my kitchen window, I have a direct view of another building in the complex. Late one night, I was washing dishes when I glanced up and saw a woman standing in a window directly opposite mine. She was pale, with long black hair that hung down like wet strands, and she was just staring. I froze. It was around 2 a.m., so I figured maybe she was just another insomniac like me. I raised my hand awkwardly, as if to wave, but she didn't move. She just kept staring. Her face was oddly expressionless, and I remember thinking that something about her didn't feel right. The next night, I saw her again. Same window, same time, same blank stare. It was unsettling, but I tried to brush it off. Maybe she was just someone with a weird sleep schedule, or maybe she was looking past me at something else. But then I started noticing details that made my skin crawl. She never moved, not an inch. And every time I saw her, she was wearing the same white nightgown. I'd stare back, waiting for her to shift, blink, something, but she didn't. One night, I decided to mention it to my neighbor, Tom, who's lived here for 10 years. He gave me a confused look and said, "That window? That apartment's been empty for months. No one's lived there since the lady died." I felt my stomach drop. "What do you mean, died?" I asked. He hesitated, as if choosing his words carefully. "A woman lived there, but last winter, she jumped from that window. People say the place hasn't been rented since." I laughed nervously, trying to convince myself he was just messing with me. But that night, when I looked out my window again, she was there. And this time, she was closer.